Hello everyone and welcome to my channel called Emo Story Time. Thank you so much for coming, for subscribing to my channel, for your likes, comments, for any kind of support to my channel, for your donations. All information you can find down below in comments. Today we continue reading this book called Grimm's Fairy Tales. And our story will be called The Glass Coffin. There was once a young man who was learning to become a tailor, but he had always longed to have adventures, so one day he decided to go off traveling and see something of the world. But soon after he set off, he become lost in a great forest. To make matters worse, he suddenly heard the sound of wild beasts roaring. All at once, a great black bull and a beautiful stag thundered through the trees toward him. Their horns locked in a fight. The ground shook with their trembling and the air rang with their cries. For a long time the struggle seemed even, but at last the stag thrust his antlers into the bull, which fell to the ground dead. To the tailor's astonishment, the stag then bounded up to him, swept him up on his great antlers, and carried him away. Over mountain and valley, wood and meadow they raced. Here they are. Just when the tailor thought he could hold on no longer, the stag came to a stop in front of a huge wall of rocks and gently let him down. Then the stag drew its antlers against a little door set into the rock, and the door sprang open. Flames and smoke billowed out. Then a deep voice boomed, "Enter!" The tailor drew up his courage and plunged through. He found himself in a huge hall with a floor made of polished square stones. The voice boomed again, "Stand on the broad stone, hello, which lies in the middle of the hall." Again the young man obeyed. He stood on the stone, and it slowly gave way beneath his feet, carrying him down into the earth. When the stone eventually stopped moving and the tailor looked around, he found himself in another hall, similar to the first. However, this hall had many hollows cut into the walls. In each one stood a glass vase filled with blue gas. In the middle of the hall stood two big glass chests, and the tailor strode over to look at them. Inside the first vase, a model of a tiny castle, surrounded by a miniature village, tiny houses and farms, all perfectly detailed. Then he looked into the second glass chest. Inside lay the most beautiful young woman the tailor had ever seen. be fast asleep, but as Taylor stood gazing at her, she suddenly opened her eyes and looked straight at him. "Oh, thanks goodness," the lovely lady cried. "Someone's here at last. Please, be quick. Help me out of this prison. All you have to do is push back the bolt of this glass coffin, and I will be free." The young Taylor hurried to release her. "Oh, thank you," the beautiful young woman cried, sitting up and stepping out of the glass chest. To the tailor's delight, she flung her arms around him and kissed him. "Heaven must have guided you here to help me. Please, stay with me forever." "I'm the daughter of a rich nobleman," she explained. "My parents died when I was young, and my older brother and I stayed living in our castle, looking after each other. We were very happy with the kind villagers around us. Then one evening a stranger came to the castle and asked for my hand in marriage. I turned him down, which made him very angry. He muttered black magic, and I fell to the ground in a faint. When I came to, I found myself in this cave in the glass coffin. The stranger, and by now I had realized he was a wicked magician, appeared again and said he had changed my brother into a stag. He had shrunk my castle and village into a tiny model and set it in the other glass chest. And he had turned all my people into smoke and trapped them in glass bottles. He told me that he would give me one more chance if I would now marry him. He would turn everything back the way it was. All he had to do to break the spell was to get everything out of the glass. But I couldn't say yes to such an evil monster. So he vanished, leaving me here in my prison. I fell into a deep, enchanted sleep, but at last you have arrived and set me free. Now please help me lift the glass chest, my castle in it, onto that broad stone." The young tailor did so at once. Immediately the stone began to rise up and up until they were in the higher hall and could carry the chest out into the open air. Here the young woman opened the lid. It was amazing to watch the castle, houses, and farms quickly grow, stretch themselves, and return back to their normal size and places. Here is a drawing of Princess and Tailor. After this, the young woman and the tailor returned to the lower cave and fetched all the glass bottles. Nervously, the lady opened them one by one. The blue smoke rushed out and instantly changed into living men, women, and children. As they hugged each other, laughing delightedly, a handsome young man came striding out of the forest. The beautiful noble woman grasped, and tears of joy ran to her eyes. It was her brother. They ran to each other at once, and the brother explained that the evil magician was gone forever. He had transformed himself into a bull, whom as the star the brother found and killed. He had then brought the young tailor here in the hope that he would release his sister from the glass coffin. As the tailor had done so, the brother had been set free from his enchantment too. Then everyone's joy was complete. On that very day, the beautiful noblewoman married the tailor, and they lived with her brother in the castle happily ever after. That's it, my dear. See you next time. Bye.